Good morning to all. Myself, Manoj Kumar Bundela, Assistant Professor, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. So we are discussing the production technology of vegetable and spices. So today we will discuss the production technology of cardamom. It's also called as elaichi. So cardamom is called as queen of spice, second most important national spice of India. So cardamom is the second most important national spice of India, third most expensive spice than the vanilla and saffron. Means after vanilla and saffron, third most expensive spice is cardamom. It is mainly grown in Guatemala. The largest producing area is Guatemala. It is a Kerala is the largest growing state of cardamom in India. In India, Kerala is the largest producer. It is mainly grown in Guatemala. Idukki is known as Cardamom Hill Reserve. Idukki is known as Cardamom Hill Reserve. Saudi Arabia is the largest importer. So, Saudi Arabia is the largest importer of cardamom, and in India, Kerala is the largest producer, and in India, Guatemala is the largest producer area in India. It is the queen of spice and second most important spice of India after black pepper. It is the second most important spice in India, cardamom. First one is black pepper. The black pepper is called as king of spice. So this is elaichi. You can see constituents. Cardamom oil produced by steam distillation of crushed seeds. So cardamom oil is produced by the steam distillation of crushed seeds. Volatile oil is in seed is about 11%, while in the husk is 1%. Oleoresin produced by solvent extraction methods and gives the 10% oleoresin. Oleoresin we can produce by solvent extraction methods and it will give the 10% oleoresin. The dried fruits contain pigments, cellulose, Pantosin pantothenians, sugars, starch, silica, oxalates and minerals. Dry fruits it contain the cellulose, pantenones, sugars, starch, silica and oxalate. Crude fiber content it contain up to 31% of crude fiber. 31% crude fiber. Fatty acid are the major constituents. It also contains the fatty acids. Uses. So it is mainly used for the flavoring foods. Flavoring foods it is used. Confectionaries it is used as a confectionaries. Beverage it is used as a beverage. Perfume and liquors. Making cardamom flavored coffee that is called as kahwa. Making cardamom flavored coffee kahwa. It is prepared from the cardamom. So these are the some important uses of cardamom. Flavoring the foods, beverage, perfume and coffee. So small cardamom. The small cardamom is called as lesser cardamom or Malabar cardamom. Small cardamom is lesser cardamom or Malabar cardamom. The scientific name is Elateria cardamom. Scientific name is Elateria cardamom. Origin is a native of evergreen rainforest of western Ghats of South India. It is mainly grown in rainforest of western Ghats of South India. Family Gingiberaceae. The plant part used is fruit and seeds. So fruits and seeds are used as a economic purpose. Soil and climate. So it required the humus-rich soil, the soil which contain the high humus. Rainfall is 1,500 to 2,000 mm. Required 1,500 to 2,000 mm rainfall. Temperature is 15 to 35 degrees centigrade. Temperature 15 to 35. Rainfall 1,500 to 2,000 mm. Relative humidity is 75 to 100%. It requires 75 to 100% relative humidity. The pH of the soil is 5.5 to 6.5. The soil pH is 5.5 to 6.5. Altitude 600 to 1200 meters above mean sea level. This is the soil and climatic condition. It is grown in humus-rich soils. Botany. It is a herbaceous perennial plant. Pseudostem is formed by the compact arrangement of leaf sets on the clumps. Pseudostem is formed by the compact arrangement of leaf sets on the clumps. The leaves are lanceolate, acuminate, highly pubescent and glabrous. The leaves are lanceolate, acuminate, highly pubescent and glabrous. Shallow root system. It has a shallow root system. Inflorescence is panicle or cincine. The flowers are hermaphrodites and fruits is capsule. The flowers is hermaphrodite and fruit is capsule. So it is a herbaceous perennial plant, shallow root system. Inflorescence is panicle, flowers is hermaphrodite and fruit is capsule. Cardamom capsules. So these are the cardamom capsules and these are the cardamom seeds. From this capsule we will get the seeds. Cardamom flowers. So this is the flowers of cardamom and cardamom immature capsule. Mature immature capsule. Classification. Based on the adaptability, nature of panicle, shape and size of capsule. Based on the adaptability, nature of panicle, shape and size of capsule, it is divided into three types: Malabar type, Mysore type, and Vejuca. Malabar type, Mysore type, and Vejuca type. So varieties: Mudgeri 1, Mudgeri 2, PV1, PV2, ICRI1, ICRI2, ICRI3, TDK4, IISR Suhasini, IISR Vijetha, IISR Avinash, and Nazlini Green Bold. So these are the some important varieties of cardamom. Based on the adaptability, these three types: Mysore, Malabar, and Vejuca type. Malabar type, Mysore type, and Vejuca type. Kodangu cardamom, Suhasini. So this is the Suhasini, small cardamom. Kodangu cardamom, small cardamom, Suhasini plant. And this one is the IISR Vijetha one. This is small cardamom. IISR Vijetha, IISR Suhasini. Vijetha and Suhasini plants. Propagation. So it is propagated by the two methods: sexual method by seeds and asexual methods by suckers. We can use the micropropagation techniques has also been standardized and commercialized in cardamom. So micropropagation is also used, sexual method, asexual method, two methods, seeds and suckers. Seed propagation. For seed propagation, we have to select the fully ripe seeds are extracted. The seed capsule collection from the September to October. The seed capsule collection we have to done in September, October. The mother plant should be 5 year old. So whatever the seeds we have to select, that mother plant will be 5 year old mother plant we have to select for the seed purpose. Seed treatment: the 25% nitric acid, 25% acetic acid, or 25% citric acid, or 5% HCl this normally used for 10 minutes. We have to use this for the seed treatment. Either we can use the nitric acid, acetic acid, citric acid or HCl. GA3 scarification. GA3 scarification is also used to break the dormancy of the seeds. Seed storage in polythene gunny bags. Normally seeds are stored in polythene gunny bags. Seed viability is lost in 15 days, 20% and 90% in 3 to 5 months. So the viability of the seeds is up to 15 days only, 20% and 90% it will be lost in 3 to 5 months. So normally whenever we go for seed propagation, the selection of the plant is very much important. So the mother plant which we have to select for the extraction of the seeds, it is 5-year-old. Then we have to go for seed treatment with nitric acid, acetic acid, HCl, scarification to remove the dormancy of the seeds, and the seeds are stored in polythene gunny bags. And seed viability is lost in 15 days, so 20% and 90 days in 35%. So for this we have to prepare the two nurseries. First is primary nursery, then we have to transplant into the secondary nursery. The raised bed of 1 meter width and convenient length, 5 to 6 meter length and 20 to 30 centimeter height. So we have to prepare the bed 1 meter width, 20 to 30 centimeter height and 5 to 6 meter length. A layer of humus rich forest soil or the FIM or the compost should be spread on the nursery bed. So we have to a layer of humus rich soil with humus rich forest soil, FIM or compost should be spread on the nursery bed. Soil solarization. The seed soil treatment with methyl bromide. Soil treatment with methyl bromide 45 gram per bed or 2% formalin 10 liter per bed we have to apply. Soil treatment means sometimes what will happen in soil, the eggs are present from the other crops, eggs are present or larvae are present. So for that we have to go for soil treatment. So soil treatment normally we will do by the methyl bromide 45 gram per bed or 2% formalin we use 10 liter per bed. Fumigation of the soil. Then we will go for fumigate the soil. The seed sowing spacing is 8 to 10 centimeter into 1 to 2 centimeter. The seed sowing spacing is 8 to 10 centimeter into 1 to 2 centimeter. Seed rate is 600 gram per hectare. So the primary nursery, the seed rate is 600 gram per hectare. Overhead shade is provided. So normally it is a shade loving plant. So we have to provide the shade to the plant. Mulching with paddy straw. In starting only we will go for mulching. For mulching we can use the paddy straw. Thinning is done 6 to 7 leaf stage. So when it is in 6 to 7 leaf stage, that time when we go sow the seeds, so in one palace only the more number of plants will grow. So for that we have to go for thinning. So thinning is done 6 to 7 leaf stage. Secondary nursery, bed nursery. The seedlings transplanted at 4 to 6 month old, 4 to 5 leaf stage at 20 into 20 centimeter in beds. So from the first nursery we have to transplant the seedlings to the second nursery. From first nursery, the second nursery it will take 4 to 6 months. Means 4 to 6 month old plants, old seedlings that is contain the 4 to 5 leaf stage and spacing is 20 into 20 centimeter spacing we have to transplant into the secondary nursery. Transplanting month in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, June, July. So normally the transplanting month in Kerala and Tamil Nadu is June, July. In Karnataka it is November to January. Karnataka, the transplanting into secondary nursery is done in November to January. In Kerala, Tamil Nadu, June, July. Apply 90-60-120 NPK per bed. 90 kg of nitrogen, 60 kg of phosphorus, 90 kg of 90 gram of nitrogen, 60 gram of phosphorus, and 120 gram of potassium (NPK) per bed we have to put. It is for one bed, not for hectare. It is for one bed. And 6 into 1 meter size in 3 equal split of 45 days interval. So nitrogen normally we apply in split dose. 3 split dose we have to apply the nitrogen, like 30, 60 and 90. Nitrogen we apply in 3 split dose. Stage of transplanting to the main field. So in Kerala, it will take 18 to 22 months for seedling. 18 to 22 months for seedlings. In Karnataka, it takes 10 months for seedling. Karnataka, it takes 10 months for seedlings. In Kerala, it will take 18 to 22 months for old seedlings. We have to go for transplanting into the main field. Kerala, 18 to 22 months old seedling, and Karnataka, 10 months. Polybag nursery. Polybags of 20 into 20 centimeter 100 gauge thickness polybags we use. 20 into 20 100 gauge thickness polythene bags we have to use. Potting mixer. The humus-rich topsoil, cow dung and sands of 3:1:1. Potting mixer we can use humus-rich topsoil, cow dung and census 3:1:1. The seedlings of 3 to 4 leaf stage are transplanted into each bag. Seedlings of 3 to 4 leaf stage are transplanted into the each bag. Advantage: the uniform growth, more tillers, and good establishment in the field. So if we prepare the potting mixer, in potting mixer normally prepared from the soil, cow dung and sand. So the mixer, in that mixer we have to transplant the seedlings when there is 3 to 4 leaf stage. After that, what is the advantage of this? The uniform growth. If we transplant into the potting mixer, because potting mixer contains a uniform quantity of nutrients. So the advantage is it will give the uniform growth, more tillers and good establishment. The plant will establish in field very easily. Vegetative propagation, that is the propagation through seeds. So propagation through seeds, we have to prepare the two nurseries, primary nursery and secondary nursery. First we have to grow in primary nursery, from that we have to transplant into the secondary nursery, and from that secondary nursery we will transplant into the main field. Vegetative propagation by clonal multiplication, propagated vegetatively through the division of rhizomes. Propagation unit consists of rhizome with one old and one young shoots consist of planting unit. Propagation unit consists of rhizome with one old or one young shoot consisting of a planting unit. Disadvantage: the limited availability of planting material. So clonal propagation is mainly propagated through the rhizomes, and it is a limited, means the rhizomes are very less rhizomes are available. So it is not so much preferred. Next is land preparation. Land is cleared and terrace made across the slope at the suitable planting distance. So normally it is grown in hilly areas. In terrace area normally cardamom is grown. So in that terrace area we have to prepare the land. The trench and furrow are advisable. So normally we will prepare the trench and furrow. In in the hilly areas we have to prepare the trench and furrow for the sowing, for the transplanting of cardamom plants. Spacing. The spacing is different for the different types. Like for Malabar type, we use the 2 meter into 2 meter spacing. Malabar type 2 meter into 2 meter spacing. Mysore or Vejuka type 3 meter into 3 meter. Mysore or Vejuka type 3 meter into 3 meter spacing we will use. Plant density 1600 per hectare for Malabar type. The plant density is 1600 per hectare for Malabar type, and for Karnataka 1.8 into 1.8 means 3025 plants per hectare. So plant density is also different and the spacing is also different. For Malabar type, the spacing is 2 meter into 2 meter and number of plants is required is 1600 per hectare. For Karnataka type or Vejuka type, the spacing is 1.8 into 1.8 meter and it required the 3025 plants per hectare. In Tamil Nadu, the spacing is 2.7 into 2.7, that is called as Vejuka type. The spacing is 3 meter, 2.7 into 2.7 meter. Karnataka 1.8 into 1.8. Mysore or Vejuka 3 meter into 3 meter. And Malabar 2 meter into 2 meter. Planting: the pit size of 45 into 45 into 30 centimeter done during the April and May. Normally we will prepare the pit. The size of the pit is 45 into 45 into 30. Normally it is done in April to May. The field with the mixture of sugar, sucrose, soil and well-rotten FIM plus 100 gram of rock phosphate. So normally it is filled with the mixture of sugar, sucrose, soil and well-rotten FIM plus 100 gram of rock phosphate. Done in 2 months in advance to planting. So normally it is done 2 months advance in the planting, advance to planting. Best season of planting is Kharif season. So it is my best time for planting is Kharif season. 2-year-old seedlings is best for getting the tillers and higher yield. So we have to select the seedlings that is 2-year-old and they will give the higher tillers and high yield. They will give the high tillers and high yield. 2-year-old seedlings. High density planting. The Malabar varieties are perform well for high density planting. A spacing of 1.8 into 1.8 meter for Malabar type spacing is 1.8 into 1.8 meter means 3025 plants per hectare. Indicated early and high yielding in initial 3 to 4 years. Mudgeri 1. Mudgeri 1 it is called as Malabar 1 meter into 1 meter. Spacing is 1 meter into 1 meter. Mudgeri 1 or Malabar. The spacing we use 1 meter into 1 meter. Planting suckers at 1.8 into 0.9 meter gives the high yield. So in high density planting what we have to do? We have to plant the suckers 1.8 into 0.1 meter, then it will give the high yield. Vejuca variety are not suitable for high density planting because in Vejuca variety the spacing is more. Vejuca variety the spacing is 3 meter into 3 meter, so it is not suitable for the high density planting. Normally the spacing we use 1.8 into 0.9 meters. For 1 meter into 1 meter we use Malabar 1 or Malabar type or Mudgeri 1. And spacing shade regulation. Cardamom is a pseudophyte. Pseudophyte means it is a cardamom is a zeophyte. Zeophyte means it is a shade loving plant. It requires the shade for the growth and development of the plant. Shade trees having the following characteristics. Whatever the shade trees we use, that have the following characteristics. Wide canopy shade tree. Normally, whatever the shade tree we use, they have the wide canopy. No shedding of leaves during the flowering. At the time of flowering, when the flowering will start, that time they will not shed the leaves. Medium size evergreen in nature. So medium size plants we have to select and they are evergreen. Evergreen plants we have to select for the said purpose. The small leaves and well spread branching system. The small leaves and well spread, if the spreading is good, then what will the benefit? The seeds will be available to the plant for cardamom plants. Deep root system, because cardamom have the shallow root system, so it requires a deep root system for the shade loving plant. Fast growing, because it will be grow fast, then we can transplant the cardamom early. So these are the main characteristics of the tree that we select for the shade in cardamom. So shade trees we use like red cedar, we can use Canicona, Thermopua, Balangi. So these are the different plants we can use for the shades. After caring, During the initial stage of growth period, the sickle weeding and light forking followed by mulching in May. During the initial stage of growth period, the sickle weeding and light forking followed by the mulching in the May. First we have to do for weeding, then we will go for mulching in the month of May. Manure and fertilizer. Apply two doses of manure or fertilizer, two doses, once in the June, July and other in the September, October. So two doses of manure and fertilizer we apply. First we apply in June, July and second dose we apply in September, October. For irrigated cardamom, 75 into 75 into 150 kg NPK, 30-60-30 for rampant crops. For high density planting, 120-120-240 kg of NPK is required. FIM or leaf mold 10 kg and neem cake 1 kg per plant we have to apply. For high density planting, 120-120-240 kg of NPK, FIM or the leaf mold 10 kg and the neem cake 1 kg per plant we have to apply. Irrigation. Necessary to irrigate the crop to get the maximum production, as it helps in initiation of panicles, flowering and fruit set. Necessary to irrigate the crop to get the maximum production, as it is helps in initiation of panicles and flowering and fruit set. Irrigated at an interval of 10 to 15 days from December till onset of monsoon. The irrigation time is 10 to 15 days interval in the month of December till it is onset of monsoon. The sprinkler irrigation or drip irrigation we can use. Either we can use the sprinkler or we can use the drip irrigation. In drip irrigation, at the rate of 4 liters per clump per day during dry months. So for drip irrigation, we have to use 4 liters per clump and per day during the dry months. Irrigation normally 10 to 15 days interval we have to apply the water. Normally we use a sprinkler or drip method of irrigation. Mulching. So fallen leaves of said trees are utilized for the mulching. The sufficient mulch during the November-December exposing the panicle above mulch is beneficial for the pollination. Weeding in the first 5 years of planting, first round of weeding in May-June, second in August to September, and third round of weeding before harvesting. First round of weeding in May-June, second August-September, and third is November to December. Weedicide like Paraquat 1.25, Atrazine 1 kg, Glyphosate 8 kg, and Diron 1 kg we can use as a weedicides. Dressing. The removal of the old, drying, diseased roots, suckers and leaves of the plant once in a year. So dressing means removal of the old and drying, diseased shoots and suckers and leaves of the plant once in a year. Once in a year in March to May. 2 to 3 times for high density planting. It helps to prevent the spread of disease. It facilitates the visit of honeybees in panicles. It will facilitate the visit of honeybee in the panicles. It helps to prevent the spread of disease 2 to 3 times for high density planting. Earthing up. Is over, after monsoon is over, earthing up is done, covering the kola region of scraping between the rows. So normally earthing up means, with earthing up what we have to do, we will cover it by the earthing up is done to covering the kola region by scraping between the rows. Use of growth regulators. The exogenous application of NAA 400 ppm or 2,4-D 4 ppm we can use. It increase the plant height and panicle and flower production, reduce the capsule drop and improve the yield. Application of 2,4-D 4 ppm, 2,4,5-T 6 ppm, NAA 40 ppm is effective to enhance the total essential oil content of the capsule. So we can use the 2,4-D 4 ppm, 2,4,5-T 6 ppm, and A 40 ppm to enhance the total essential oil content of capsule. Spraying of NAA 25 ppm twice June and July, it will reduce the fruit drop and increase the fruit set. Application of Ethereal 250 ppm under high light intensity 15,000 lux, it will double the suckers production. Beekeeping: pollination in cardamom is entomophilous, means it is by the two species, Apis cerana and Apis dorsata. So these are the two species of bees that is mainly responsible for the pollination. The honeybees contributes 90% pollination. The number of visits of bee is directly proportional to the number of seeds formed in the capsule. So how many numbers means how many times the bee will visit to the flowers, that much the number of seeds will be there in the capsule. At least 4 bee hives are per hectare is needed to enhance the pollination and fruit set. So if the more times bees will come, then the more seeds will be there in the capsule. So normally 4 bee hives we can keep in 1 hectare. It is needed to enhance the pollination and fruit set. It will increase the yield up to the 90%. Cardamom thrips, the pest cardamom thrips. This is the major pest. So thrips, the symptoms of damage. The panicles become stunted, shedding of flowers and immature capsules. Infestation causes formation of malformed and shriveled condition of pods. Such pods lack their fine aroma and seeds within are also poorly developed. These are the symptoms. Management: regulate the shade in thickly shaded areas. We have to manage the shades management. Spray the insecticides like phospholon 0.07% in March, April, May, August and September. Shoot and capsule borer. The shoot and capsule borer, symptoms of damage: the larva bores the unopened leaf buds. The larva will bore the unopened leaf buds and feed on the leaf tissue, bore the pseudostem, and become its later stage. It will produce the dead heart symptoms. The dead heart symptoms will produce in cardamom, shoot, panicle, and capsule borer. The incidence of this pest is in the month of December to January, March, April, May, June, and September, October. So this is the shoot borer damage. It will damage the shoots. Early stage of borer larva. This is the early stage of larva. Shoot borer larva in cardamom. So it will enter into the shoots and it will start the boring of the shoots. This is a very dangerous. It will cause the complete death of the plant. Management: during the daytime, adult moth rest on the lower surface of cardamom and they may be collected with insect net and killed. So we have to collect the adult moth and we have to kill the adult moth first. Second practice: remove the tillers showing the dead heart symptoms. If any tillers that is showing the dead heart symptoms, that tillers we have to remove. Once the late larva bores and go deep inside the pseudostem, the chemical spray, even in the higher dose, it becomes ineffective. So these are the management of dead heart symptoms. Next is hairy caterpillar. The symptoms of damage: the caterpillar are congregated on the trunks of the shade tree during the daytime and feed at night time. So during means it will come into the daytime and it will feed into the night time. They feed on the leaves and defoliating the whole cardamom plant. Means by night time they will feed the leaves and they will defoliate the complete plant. Usually the damage is observed during the October to December. So this is the hairy caterpillar. You can see the hairy caterpillar. This is the adult stage of this, and it will feed into the night time. So hairy caterpillar, it will feed into the night time. October to December, it will eat the leaf. Management: caterpillars that corrugated at the base of the said trees can be collected and killed. So we have to collect the caterpillars and then we have to kill them. Installation of light trap: the moth can be controlled. The moth can be collected and killed. So light trap we can install so that the moth will attack the light and then we have to kill them. Spray of monocrotophos or Quenophos 3 ml per liter of water. Aphid. So this is the aphid, Pantolonia nigromatosa. Cardamom aphid. The symptoms: the nymph and adult suck up the plant sap. Nymph and adult, they will suck the plant sap. Colonies of aphid are seen inside the leaf sets of the older pseudostem. On the older pseudostem, we can see the colonies of the leaf set. The aphid acts as a vector for the Katta-virus of the cardamom. So Katta virus is the major virus in the cardamom, and the aphid is worked as a carrier for that virus, vector for that virus. Wingless aphid in dark brown color. It is a dark brown color. The winged aphid have the wing having the prominent black wings. They have the prominent black veins. It has the wingless. Management: removal of colocasia and other hosts in the vicinity of the cardamom plantation is recommended. Means we have to remove the alternate hosts. The alternate host is colocasia, so we have to remove the colocasia. Remove the partially dried and decayed pseudostem which harbor the colonies of aphid. Foliar spray with dimethoate 2 ml per liter at an interval of 2 weeks in November and April gives the adequate control. We can go for foliar spray with dimethoate 2 ml per liter at an interval of 2 weeks in November and April. It will give the adequate control. Root grub. So root grub, the symptom is the grub is feed on the roots in the form of irregular scraping. The grubs are feed on the roots in the form of irregular scraping. In advanced stage, the entire root system, resulting in the dying and rotting, depends on the season of attack. So when the attack is higher, severe attack is there, that time the entire root system will be damaged. In the several infested plant, the leaves turns into the yellow and die. If the root system will affect, then what will happen? The leaves will be start yellowing and dying of the leaves will be start. So root grub, these are the symptoms of root grub. Management: collect the beetles using the hand nets during the peak period of the emergence. When the peak period is there, that time we have to collect the beetles by the hands during the April, May and kill them. Apply the chlorpyrifos 0.075% phosphorate, or we can apply the phorate 2 to 4 gram active ingredient per plant in May and in September to October. Light raking of soil before the insecticides application is essential for effective control of root grub. Light raking of soil before the insecticide application. Next is soot fly. The symptoms of soot fly damage is larvae will feed on the growing shoots of the young cardamom suckers. Dead heart symptoms will develop. Eggs, the cigar-shaped and white color. Management: removal of affected shoots at a ground level and destroy them. We have to remove the affected shoots at ground level and destroy them. Spray the dimethoate and quinalepus 0.05%. Dimethoate we can spray 0.05%. Next is white flies. Symptoms: the nymph and adult remain in a colonies on the lower leaf surface and suck the sac. The chlorotic patches appears on the leaves, the gradual yellowing and get dried. Sooty mold develop harassment occurs due to the honeydew secretion. Management: spray the methyl dimenton or dimethoate 0.05% on the foliage. So we can spray the dimethoate to control the white flies. Next is nematodes, Meledogani incognita and Rhedophilus similis. So to control the nematodes, we can go for carbofuran 5 gram active ingredient per clump. For neem cakes, we can use 0.5 kg per clump twice in a year. Process of processed product. Bleached cardamom, cardamom seed powder. We can prepare bleached cardamom. We prepare cardamom seed powder. Essential oil, cardamom oil. We can prepare. Main flavor components of oil are 1,8-cinolone, a terpenyl acetate, linolyl acetate, and linalool. The steam distilled method. Cardamom oleoresin, solvent extraction, supercritical fluid extraction methods we can use for extraction of cardamom oleoresin. Cardamom oil we can extract, cardamom oleoresin we can extract, cardamom seed powder and bleached cardamom. This is cardamom oil. This is the cardamom seed powder. We can prepare the cardamom seed powder, cardamom oleoresin. This is the bleached cardamom that also have a different uses. Is all about the humus parts. The major pest of cardamom is we are discussed about the cardamom. The major pest is root, shoot, and panicle capsule borer. If this is the major, it will prepare the dead heart symptom. So which pest will prepare develop the dead heart symptoms? It is called as root, panicle, and capsule borer. Second, the trips. So trips will work as a carrier. It will work for the transmission of the disease from one to the another. So pollination, the honeybees is the major importance of pollination. It is a entomophilous, and the number of seeds in a capsule is depends on the number of visit, means how many times the honeybee is visiting to the flowers. That much number of seeds are there in that. Growth regulators we can use to enhance the oil content of capsule, to increase the fruit set, and to increase the suckers production. We can use the different growth regulators. Like 2,4-D, it is effective for the essential oil content in capsule. Na we can use to increase the fruit set, and Ethereal is used for the suckers production. For high density planting, the spacing is 1 meter into 1 meter or 1.8 meter into 1.8 meter spacing we can use. So hairy caterpillar is also a serious pest. It is mainly occurs into the October to November. So for that it is mainly transmitted by the thrips. It is a caterpillar. So caterpillar means we will install the light traps, and moths they will attract to the lights, and we will collect the moths and we will kill them. Aphid is vector for the Katte virus. So Katte is a serious disease in cardamom. So aphid is work as a carrier for that. So to control the aphid, what we have to do? Aphids are two types. One is wingless aphid or winged aphid. So to control this, what we have to do? Remove the partially dried and decayed pseudostem which harbor the colonies of aphid. And dimethoate we can use to control this. Root grub is also a major problem. Root grub will develop the irregular scraping of the roots, resulting in the drying and rotting of the roots will start, and the plants will die. The leaves will turn into the yellow and die, and the plants will die. So the management of this, we can use the forate, or we can go for light raking of soil. Soot fly is also, it will develop the dead heart symptom. Soot fly will develop the dead heart symptoms. The eggs are cigar-shaped and white color. Next is white flies. White flies, they are developed, the sooty mold developed occurs due to the honeydew secretion. White flies, they will secrete the honeydew. With that honeydew, the sooty mold will develop. Chlorotic patches will appear on the leaves. Nymph and adult remain in the colonies of the lower surface. Noted then different products we can prepare like bleached cardamom. So bleached cardamom means this is the bleached cardamom. You can see. Next is cardamom seed powder we can prepare. Essential oil we can prepare, and this is the essential oil that is prepared from the cardamom essential oil. Cardamom essential oil. This is the cardamom seed powder or cardamom oleoresin we can prepare. Bleached cardamom. Thank you. Thank you. So this is all about the cardamom. Thank you. Thank you all.